Alright.
This is actually cool, dude.
It's an 82 Ultra Classic.
What are you saying, Independence Day? I gotta get me one of these!
Not really. I'm going to turn it into a street ride.
If you stand behind the drum as you spin it, you can practice your boxing. It's like throwing jabs.
Of course, once you let it go, then you can just generate electricity.
Yeah.
Just got this yesterday. A friend of mine's painting it up in Hattiesburg. This is called Inferno Metallic. That's what color it's going to be. No
Spin
chrome.
those things around.
Is that your back fender or front?
This is a front fender. That's some good tape. When I bought tape, I bought this. Out in the sun, that pops. That pops.
And that's for this bike here?
Yeah. And everything else is going to be blacked out. All the front and all that stuff will be black.
It's a Glen Hobbin bike, right?
Everything else will be a power coated gloss black.
We're fixing to have to swap buckets. Daddy wanted to know how far along we were. I said, you got time, come on.
Hey, well, we're over here with the Dirt Rooster, whose actual name I'll put up there at some point in time. And there he is, hiding over there. Say hey.
What's up, everybody?
And we're doing some extracting. Well, not we, they are. I'm just sort of watching. And actually sort of borrowing one of these feeders and doing a little bit of measuring, because I'm gonna steal the design and make myself one. See what happens when I don't bring a tripod? Oh, there you go. See, I can barely span an octave on a piano, but I can do that.
I'll measure that for you.
Oh, come on. Now you're wrecking everything on me now. The zero's over here, big guy. There you go. There you are. Okay. Flip it the other way now. Back it up just a hair. We'll get it right. Yeah, 6.5 is close enough. Yeah, it's 1 3/8, give or take. And that's going to be based on the size of my entry on my. Yeah, let's get a diameter on that hole. But that's pretty much going to be based on.
Frame, or should I leave an empty in there?
Leave one in there.
All right.
That's pretty much going to be based on the jar I use, right?
Right, the lid of the jar.
Cool. I just want to get a peek at that jar real quick.
Yeah,
That's a small mouth.
Yeah, just a smallmouth ball jar with a whole bunch of holes. Cool. Well, maybe later in this video you'll see the one I make. Okay, well, it's time to get started. Let's see. Get the scrap pile here. That one will do. Set that there. That one will do. Put that over there. I think we can get started with those two. Alright, take it over to the drill press. I use a hole drill to see if we can't make a nice hole for the jar. Let me back that out. You see my backer board isn't quite where I want it to be. There we go. The idea is to try and make a nice clean cut there. There we go. Alright, moving on. Alright, it's slowly coming together. You can see this piece is going to be fitting on top of there, and the jar is going to go upside down there. Basically what I have to do now is go out to the hive and measure where this is going to go into the entryway, and I need a little step right here for it to go inside, so I need to get that exact measurement, and when I come back I'll just use a saw to cut those out equally. Alright, well, we got the little notches cut out, and like I said, these pieces will sit like that. This piece will be cut off and set like that, and that's where the jar will sit and the whole thing will slide in. Now I've got to make the back, the front little panels, and the bottom piece, and then I can cut the top to fit. Well, this is what it looks like right now while it's drying. It's a little weird. Like I said, I didn't have, when you saw in the earlier part of the video, that was it had metal to make it thinner in some places, and I just, I don't have a metal brake to make all those cool bends, so I'm trying to figure out how to do it all with wood, and I think this design's going to work. We'll just have to wait and see. The big question is whether I'm going to have to actually affix it to the hive. You'll see later when I go to put this on, but right now I got to go drill all those holes. Yeah, you'll see. Here we're just drilling oodles of little holes in the cap of it's just pretty much an everyday. This is a small mouth 1 quart ball jar. Now, I won't bore you with sitting through all of this drilling, but the bottom line is I am going to put a bunch of holes in here. The theory being that these little holes will allow just enough of the sugar water to sort of hang suspended, and the bees will be able to get up, crawl inside, and feed on that sugar water. Yeah, well, we just about got it done here. And that sort of looks like the factory one. I don't know how well they show up on camera, but you just see they're nice, just a series of holes. Alright, well, let's get it all put together and take a peek at it. Alright, well, we're just going to drill some small holes in here, because we're going to nail this together. It's not like it's holding a lot of weight, but then again, a quart of water isn't necessarily the lightest thing in the world. So these are probably not necessary, but I kind of feel sometimes that if I'm going to be doing a project and have a failure, I'd really prefer that failure not be because I neglected to take up to do one or two steps that are just kind of insurance, And that's the way I'm looking at this. Nails are cheap, and the process isn't all that difficult. So there's really no valid reason not to take a few extra seconds and put a little insurance in there. Alright, I'll finish this up and put the nails in, and we'll just be ready to test it out. Okay, there's our little friend. It's made so when it goes into the hive, the front porch of the hive actually fills in this spot here, and it hooks underneath in the entrance of the hive here and allows the bees to come on inside. And I guess all that's left now is to stick it in the hive, and we'll see. The one question is going to be you can see the weight of the jar is going to be here. This is the end of the hive. I'm a little concerned that when I put it in the hive it'll tilt, so I may actually put a little bracket here and screw it to the hive, but we'll wait and see. Well, okay, as you can see, there it is in the hive, and it's got the mason jar in there, but it does have a little bit of a spot. See, it should be sitting like that, and it's sitting back, and there's no water in the jar yet. So this tells me, yeah, I need to go ahead and put a little bracket or put something to let that sit. So we'll take care of that, and I'll throw a little coat of quick drying urethane on there just so the water doesn't destroy this. I really need to get these girls fed. So let me take this apart. Now, and as you see, I also moved the entrance reducer over to the other side. And you'll still have a reduced entrance, but it's got to be on this side, because this is where the majority of the colony is on this side. Alright, let's go back and do this stuff. Alrighty, well, there's what it looks like. I may have gotten their entryway a little small. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. I might open that up a little more. The girls are a little understandably miffed at the attention, but that should do the trick. I did end up putting a second layer on the top. It's 2 layers thick. A, because I wanted to make sure it would hold the weight of that bottle, and B, I want to have some more thickness to install this. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm not gonna bother on camera, but I am gonna make a little mark with a Sharpie as to where that is, and we'll just start keeping an eye on how much they eat, and we'll see if that brings the hive back. All right, thanks a lot, y'all. Thanks for coming around, and we'll catch you around next inspection time.